Once I'm up the portal, I would fill myself up with this divine unconditional love, and immediately I was taken back to a childhood scene where I was 5 years old, around that age. I was culled in a fetal position near the edge of the wall, afraid of my dad, who was very angry at the time of me, and he jumped on the bed, tearing my favorite teddy. And so you can imagine how afraid I was, given my age. I was afraid that, what would he do to me? Would I get hurt? So I poured this divine unconditional love onto my younger self and onto my younger dad. And I poured the unconditional love onto the whole scene, and immediately the atmosphere shifted. From fear, it turned into something much more lighter. And the story began to rewrite itself. My younger self and my younger dad ran into each other's embrace. And I saw my smug smile, and I saw my whole teddy. I was holding onto my whole teddy, and I saw it was a white polar bear, which I completely forgotten about, but because I saw it in my mind's eye, I was very happy about that. And then I felt intuitively called to call my dad's higher self so that I can have a conversation with him and to get clarification on what had happened in the past and why basically I was brought up in fear. Because I realized that all these self-sabotaging behaviors, the lack of abundance mindset, were passed on from my dad and from childhood, and also from past lifetimes, which we won't go there today. And so my dad said he's sorry. Well, he broke down into tears, into his palms. So all this was unfolding in my mind's eye. He broke down into tears into his palms. And he said he's sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I did not mean what I did. I did not know that what I did would cause such an impact on you. Like far ahead in the future, I did not know it would create such a big impact. I was torn between helping you with your schooling and my work responsibilities. And then he knelt down onto his knees, and this is his younger self, speaking to my younger self. He brushed the standalone hairs on the side of my face, away from my face. And he said, I believe you can take your mission far. I believe you can do anything that you put your mind to doing. I love you all so much, and you all was in reference to my siblings and I. And I felt so good, especially when doing this exercise a few times and being taken back to this high self conversation, the same conversation I had with my dad repeatedly. And these new words of higher frequency being anchored into my energetic field and my cellular memory has made it so powerful and has really helped in removing much of the self-sabotaging and lack of abundance block from my body. So I would definitely be repeating that exercise whenever I feel I need to.